Good morning. Well, I'm just about to do a chocolate cake, but I'm doing two, so I'm going to double up my recipe. I'm going to do one in this foil tri-bake. I get these from Arm Bargains, pack of three. I think they're between 89 or 99p, something like that. They're absolutely brilliant. I've always got them in. And then from my mum, I'm just going to do a smaller one. This is just a liner in it. You can get these tin liners anywhere, and they're cheap. So I'm going to double up my quantity. What I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to do 12 ounce, so that will be 12 ounce of flour. If you like your cake a little bit sweeter, do 12 ounce of sugar. I do 10 ounce. 12 ounce is 340 grams. I'll let you know the 10 ounce in a minute. Then 12 ounce of butter, a teaspoon of vanilla essence, a teaspoon of baking powder, and then there'll be 40 grams of cocoa powder. So let's crack on with this, and let me just grab the baking powder, which is here, because if not I'll forget it, and sometimes I've had it stood there and I've still forgot it. Anyway, I'm using caster sugar. You can use granulated. I've been told by my friend there's no difference at all, and she's a baker. So once this caster sugar's gone, I'm going to try a cake or something with granulated sugar. If I find there's no difference, I'll be going to granulated because it's cheaper as well. So, right, 10 ounce. So if you remember, 12 ounce is 340 grams. Oh, a little bit over. Right, so 10 ounce is actually 283 grams. So if you're going to do this and you want to work in grams, just write it down as I'm saying it. That's what I do when I get recipes and I watch a video. I've just got my notepad and pen ready, and I write the ingredients down and how it's made, etc. So that is the caster sugar. Then I use biggest part. I do use others if I haven't got Perfect for Cakes, which I get from Aldi, but I do like to use Perfect for Cakes. That'll be 12 ounce. Save time, I'm just going to measure this out and I'll be back. Right, so that's the 12 ounce of butter going in. I'm just going to give that a little mix up. I normally do is just go around with my silicone spatula just to make sure it's all combined, and it's all off the bottom, etc. Do you know, I do that every time. Right, that's better. I don't know where it's shot to though. I'll find out when I'm cleaning it. Right. Because these are large eggs, I'm going to put 4 in. If they were small eggs, I would put 6. So I'm just going to give these a whisk up and I'll be back. So to the whisk egg, I'm going to add the teaspoon of vanilla essence or extract, whichever. That's a teaspoon. A little whisk. I'm going to add all of that in. Give that a little whisk up. While that's going, I'm going to add or measure the flour. Which is 12 ounce, 340 grams of self-raising flour. Again, I'm just going to give it a little stir around with the spatula just to make sure that it's getting all combined. Make sure you go on the bottom as well, because it's surprising how much sometimes all the sugar etc. just mixes in, it stays at the bottom and clogs. Right, so to this flour I am going to, I've got one already open. A teaspoon again of baking powder. You can also use plain flour, but I think to the plain flour you have to add, I nearly always use for sponge mixture, I always use self-raising flour, but you can use plain flour, just use a tablespoon of baking powder. Just helps with for the rising of the cake. Right, so let me just take this off quickly. So I'm going to give that a little mix. While that's mixing, I'm running out of time, so join me on part 2.